On a crisp autumn morning, Sarah sits alone on a park bench, the weight of her world pressing down on her. At 47, she is lost, her life shattered. Just months ago, she had it all: a marriage, a career, a home. Now, all that remains is a hollow shell of. For 25 years, she built a life with Michael, sharing dreams, laughter, and the mundane joys of everyday life. They raised two children together, crafting a history filled with milestones and memories. Sarah had climbed the corporate ladder, earning respect and stability as a senior manager. But in a mere 6 months, everything she held dear unraveled. It began in the living room, the very place they had celebrated birthdays and holidays. Michael's words pierced her heart like a dagger. "I'm not happy. I want a divorce." She fought for answers, clinging to hope, but his resolve was unyielding. "I've met someone else." The finality of those words shattered her world, leaving her gasping for breath. The divorce was a brutal process, stripping her of not just her marriage but her sense of identity. The house had to go, assets divided like a life that had once felt whole. Her children, now adults, offered their support, but she felt the crushing weight of failure. Empty and lost, she faced the dismantling of her life. As if the universe conspired against her, her job followed. A restructuring announcement left her standing in the cold, holding a cardboard box of memories. 20 years of dedication reduced to a simple collection of belongings. In just 6 months, she lost her husband, her home, her career. She now faced the daunting reality of starting. The first few months were a blur of despair. Her new apartment felt alien, a stark reminder of her isolation. Each morning began with disorientation, only to be shattered by the crushing reality of her situation. Social media taunted her with images of friends celebrating life milestones while she remained stagnant, swallowed by depression. "Mom, I'm worried about you," her daughter Emma said during one of their calls. Sarah feigned cheerfulness, but Emma saw through her facade. "You can't just give up." The bitter laugh escaped her lips. "There's nothing left to give up on." But Emma's words lingered, echoing in the recesses of her mind. "You're still here. Your story isn't over." 4 months after the divorce, Sarah found herself in the park, the whispers of hope barely stirring within her. An old man sat nearby, feeding pigeons with a twinkle in his eye that caught her attention. He offered a simple greeting, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" She shrugged, her heart heavy. "I suppose." His gentle smile disarmed her. "You don't sound convinced." In that moment, she found herself sharing her struggle, revealing the darkness that enveloped her. He nodded knowingly, as if he understood. One of those seasons of life. Sarah, at 47, sits in her tiny apartment, divorced and unemployed, feeling as if her life is over. A quiet moment passes before an old man beside her speaks up. "Can I tell you my story?" he asks. She nods, curiosity piqued. At 52, he lost everything. His business crumbled, savings vanished, and his wife left him. Forced to move back into his childhood home, he found himself sleeping in his old bedroom, feeling utterly defeated. As he continues, Sarah's surprise deepens. "I thought my life was over too," he confesses. "I believed I was too old to start again." "What happened?" she asks, captivated. "Well, I had a choice. I could stay in that bedroom, wallowing in self-pity, or step out and try again." He admits it took time, 6 long months of depression. But eventually, he grew tired of giving up. He began small, taking a part-time job as a cashier at a grocery store. A former business owner now scanning groceries. With a smile, he shares how that small step led to greater things. The store manager noticed his work ethic and offered him more hours, even a supervisory role. Through that connection, he met someone needing help to start their business. Consulting for them reignited his spirit. One opportunity led to another, and he rebuilt his life. It was different, but good, really good. At 58, he met his second wife, and they've been happily married for 22 years. He started a new business at 60 that flourished, allowing him to retire at 75 with peace and enough savings. Now, at 82, he locks eyes with Sarah. If I had given up at 52, I would have missed 30 years of the best part of my life. The most fulfilling years came after I thought it was over. Tears stream down her face as she asks, "But how did you find the courage?" He leans in gently. "I didn't find it, I chose it. Courage isn't a feeling you wait for. It's a decision you make despite the fear. You choose to try again, especially when you're terrified." Standing up to leave, he catches her gaze. "You're 47. You might have 40 more years ahead of you. That's a whole lifetime. Don't let the last 25 years define the next 40. You get to write a new story. The question is, will you?" He tips his hat and walks away, leaving Sarah on the bench, deep in thought. For another hour, she contemplates, crying and processing. Slowly, something shifts within her. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe this. Determined, Sarah decides to confront her depression. She finds a therapist and begins working through her grief, shame, and fear. It's uncomfortable but necessary. Next, she assesses her situation honestly. Armed with savings from her severance and skills from 2 decades of work, she realizes she has a life ahead of her. But Sarah doesn't want just another corporate job. Reflected upon years spent on autopilot, marriage, routine, job, she now asks herself, "What do I actually want?" Faced with starting over, she feels a strange freedom, the freedom to choose differently. Always passionate about design and decoration, she had helped friends redesign their homes, receiving praise for her work. Could I turn this into a business? She wonders. The thought terrifies her. Starting a business at 47, with no entrepreneurial experience and limited savings, seems crazy. But the old man's words echo in her mind. Courage is a decision. Taking a deep breath, she enrolls in an online course for interior design. She creates a simple website and begins offering her services for free to build a portfolio. Posting before and after photos on social media, she faces the slow and scary journey ahead. Many days, self-doubt creeps in, yet she perseveres. After 3 months, her dedication pays off. She lands her first paying client. The client loves the results and word spreads. That single client refers her to a friend, and soon another friend follows. Slowly, painfully, her business begins to grow. In the first year, she barely breaks even. The second year, she matches her old salary, but by the third year, she exceeds it. Yet the money isn't the main thing. It's the fact that she has rebuilt her life on her own terms. She's doing work she loves, meeting new people, and growing in ways she never imagined. At 50, Sarah feels more alive than she did at 30. 5 years later, she stands in a beautifully designed living room, a space she crafted for a client who has become a friend. Her business thrives. She's no longer alone. With a team of 3 helping her and a waiting list of eager clients, Sarah has transformed her life. Each day, she embraces the courage she chose, grateful for the new story she continues to write. Her new apartment, larger and spacious, reflects her dreams and desires. Sunlight pours through the windows, illuminating the vibrant colors of her decor. Each corner holds memories, carefully curated items that tell her unique story. The air is filled with the scent of fresh flowers, bringing life to the space. She moves gracefully, savoring the comfort and warmth of her personal haven. In this sanctuary, she finds peace, a place where her spirit can truly soar. Every corner reflects her taste, a testament to resilience. Sarah's journey, woven with her children, has never been stronger. They witnessed her fall apart, then rise again. It taught them lessons deeper than any lecture. Now she even dares to date again. Nothing serious, but her heart remains open to possibility. One evening, her daughter Emma arrives for dinner. As they sit on the balcony, Emma's voice breaks the silence. "Mom, can I tell you something?" she asks. "Of course," Sarah replies, her heart eager. Emma begins, "When you and Dad divorced, I was heartbroken. Not just because of the divorce, but because I saw your suffering. I was so worried about you. But now, looking back, I think it was the best thing that could have happened. The pain of Dad leaving was real, but it forced you to find yourself. You're happier now than I ever saw you during all those years of marriage." Tears well in Sarah's eyes, but they are different from 5 years ago. These are tears of gratitude. "It makes perfect sense, honey. Starting over was the hardest thing I've ever done, but you're right. I found myself in the process, the real me. Not who I thought I should be, but who I actually am." Emma hugs her mother tightly. "You're my hero, you know that." Sarah laughs through her tears. "I'm just someone who didn't give up." Emma nods. "Exactly. That's what makes you a hero." Sarah's journey is not unique. All around the world, people are losing what they thought was permanent. Marriages end, jobs disappear, and dreams fade, leaving them to face a terrifying question: now what? If you're in that place right now, hear this. It's not over. It might feel like it, and you might feel tired, scared, or too broken. But you're not. First, starting over is not going backward. You might be in a different place, but you're not the same person. You carry wisdom, experience, and strength that you didn't have before. You're not starting from zero, but from everything. Second, age is just a number when it comes to new beginnings. Sarah was 47 when she started anew. The old man was 52, and Colonel Sanders began KFC at 62. Vera Wang entered fashion at 40, and Julia Child published her first cookbook at 50. Starting over at any age is possible. Third, sometimes life must fall apart so it can fall together differently. What you lost was one version of your life, but many possible versions remain. The version that's coming might be better. This breakdown could lead to a breakthrough. Fourth, you don't need to see the whole staircase. Sarah didn't have a perfect plan. She just took one step, then another. That's all you need to do. Take one small. Fifth, your story isn't over until you say it is. As long as you're breathing, you can begin again, try again, and choose again. Today, if you face a new beginning, take a deep breath. Acknowledge your fear, it's valid. Grieve what you lost. It matters, but then choose to try. You don't need to be courageous. You just need to choose courage, one small choice at a time. Remember, the caterpillar thought it was the end, but it was just the beginning of becoming a butterfly. Your transformation might feel like an ending, but it's actually a beginning. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for staying even when it's hard. Your best days might still be ahead. Share this story with someone who needs hope, someone starting over, someone who thinks it's too late. Tell them it's not too late. It's never too late. Until next time, remember, every end is a beginning in disguise. Every loss creates space for something new. You can start over, and this time, build the life you truly want. Take care and remember your best chapter might be the one you haven't written yet.